All right, so it's been raining a lot, and I decided it was a perfect time to show my new project and talk about it a little bit. So I'm coming up onto some random containers and stuff, and this is the start of a project that is a continuation of an existing project. My compost bin. Now that compost bin is still about 4 or 5 feet tall. It's been turned by a tractor. I had a guy come over and he flipped everything for me, and now I'm going through the process of digging into this section that you see here and sifting through a screen to roughly quarter inch, I think, and then that allows me to have potting mix, or mostly composted potting mix. It is also the inspiration that came from the guy that helped me flip this over. He said, "Why don't you start a worm farm?" And I thought, that's not a horrible idea. So I'm doing mine totally native worms, and composting as natural as possible. I made my bed out of the material that I screen with over top of bars, and it just lays in there on this particular bed. And then I laid newspaper down, and then a layer of composted material as bedding, and added food, and a layer of bedding, and food, and a layer of bedding, etc., etc., etc. It's a layered method, and I'm trying to replicate what was going on in the existing compost pile. Now this one's kind of small. To give you a size idea, that's your normal 50-gallon trash can underneath. So it's barely twice the size of one of those trash cans. And oddly enough, I took my old screen and I've started a new compost bin. Now, mine's outside, so nature happens, flies, etc. work on this, and then the worms work on this, and whatever else works on this, and everything's breaking it down. So that's what I'm working with. And I'll cover that up again and throw more on it and throw more on it over time. Oh, some bees too. Lovely. Everything has to eat, so we're not going to be judgmental, are we? Now, if you look right there, exploring everything is one of the native worms around here. I'm gonna make him mad on purpose because I want you to see these worms. When you mess with them, are wigglers. They are definitely wigglers, which is fine. I'm not having a problem with that. They're very healthy. They're native, and everybody fishes with them around here, so I will have no problem with worms. Of course, I do get the occasional slug and tons of mites and gnats and other things. But the idea is to take this mass amount of compost and break it down, and also take my food scraps that are vegetable and break them down, and trees I've cut up and anything else that I've got. The plan is to break it down. So again, this pile here used to be 30 feet in diameter, 15 feet tall, and had everything from trees to grass clippings to house compost in it over time. Now I'm going to zoom in and you're going to say, what is that? That is what's left of a food tray, which is 100% compostable. I'm composting everything that I can, and I'm using things that are good for nature. What's not, and you get this, here is a wrapper. Where did it go? There it is. And I didn't put it here. It's something that's blown into my yard and other things that's gotten thrown into my compost pile. So, trash. What do you do with that? Yeah, you do your diligence when you can. I have a bucket and I'm throwing all that stuff in there. Oh, look who came to visit. One of the toads. I have lots of toads. So, wildlife gets to live. I get soil that's been composted, and worms have places to live. Also, I don't have flies going in my house. They'd much rather hang out with my compost. So that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it.